Yo, what's happening out there, y'all? Man, I just happened to stumble along on this story right here. So I'm reacting to it, going over it in real time with you guys. And the title itself is just like, man, what the hell is going on in this? Three organized crime members with ties to Iran charged in assassination attempt against U.S. citizen in New York. The title itself, in itself, sounds like sounds like a Netflix movie, maybe HBO Max or something. But it sounds like something that you come across like movie weekend. Oh, Friday, blockbuster movie coming out. Not the actual store, but let's get down to business. You know how they advertise for movies. Like if it's like a big budgeted movie or whatever, something to get excited for, they'll start advertising 6 months prior. Like John Wick. 6, 7 months prior, like, yeah, this movie coming out next year. The closer it gets, March of next year. That's what this sounds like. A New York federal court on Friday unveiled an indictment charging three men on murder for hire and money laundering charges for plotting the assassination of a U.S. citizen targeted by the Iranian government. And why do I feel like this is not? It's probably not anything new, but my thoughts is you might end up seeing this a lot more. And it's going to open up a door for a whole lot of things. Because now, let's say you speak on things, you speak on truth, you cut it right down the middle. Uncomfortable truths that a lot of big money people, big tech, various ranking members of our government might not like it. Is it possible? This might not have anything to do with organized crime, whether in this country or in Iran. It might not even have anything to do with another country, but who knows? And in the future, you can, when you want to target somebody, you can make up something similar to this, and if an accident happens to that person, you can string it along and tie it to something like this. Oh, well, this person had very controversial opinions and thoughts, and he said some things, and we're looking into it. I mean, this could open up a door to a lot of different things regarding shadow banning and subtracting people from the planet. So all three men associated with an Eastern European criminal organization are in custody and will stand trial in the U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland confirmed. The Department of Defense has not named the victim, though Fox News confirmed the individual is Masai. Oh, I can't pronounce that, but let's try anyway. Let's see, Masai. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Who was the target of a 2021 kidnapping plot that was followed by the FBI? Iranian journalist. Oh, it's a journalist. Compares anti-regime unrest to George Floyd's protest. Where are they now? So she's a journalist or something? It's kind of ironic. Everybody's comparing things to George Floyd incident, George Floyd protests, just like those cops that did what they did, and you know, different police organizations and departments across the country saying we might have to prepare for some George Floyd type protests and situations. Why is this the fallback all the time? The fallback excuse for everybody to be extra. Because as far as the Memphis cops go, that whole situation doesn't fit any narrative, so I seriously doubt anybody will have to too much worry about that. The victim is a journalist, author, and human rights activist residing in Brooklyn, New York, who has publicized the government of Iran's human rights abuses and suppression of political expression, including in connection with continuing protests against the regime across Iran, he said. Okay, she protests against human rights abuses and suppression of political expression. I'm willing to bet her political expression leans to the far left. Just an opinion. I'm thinking that's the direction it's leaning in. Because over there in them Islamic countries, they, from what I understand, men and women are not allowed to walk together. I'm not sure if that, if you're married, that counts for that, but they have a lot of strict laws to keep their women in line. Some of them, I'm not gonna lie, I agree with. We need some of that over here, because a lot of these women are out of control. But I'm willing to believe her leanings is to the far left. It just my opinion. That's what it sounds like. But anyway, officials said, did I read that already? Officials said the plot to assassinate victim was the second attempt by Iran to target the American citizen after the FBI thwarted a 2021 kidnapping attempt by Tehran to try and forcibly bring the journalist back to Iran. She better not ever go back to Iran ever again. Ever. I mean, I don't care how brave you think you are. I mean, she's over here, she's exposed to all of this women's rights and, women's over rights as far as I'm concerned, because over here they get away with far more than they should, and they're not held accountable for any of it, and she's grown used to that. So now she wants to make comments about, what is going on in Iran. I don't know how true it is and how far it is. I mean, it's coming from a woman's perspective, number one, and by now she's definitely been westernized, so her thoughts, beliefs, her ideology is tainted at best. So I'm not saying these things are not happening or it's impossible for it to be going on in Iran. I don't know. Never been to Iran. Don't plan on going. So all I have is hearsay at this moment. But I know one thing. There ain't gonna be no twerking in the street over there. There ain't gonna be no half naked walking around with your cheeks hanging out, bending over and twerking in front of strangers over there. I know that much. So these, suppression of political expression, that's just what I view it as. That's just what it sounds like to me. They want to be able to twerk in the street. But who knows? I mean, we're on the outside looking in. At least I am. For those of you out there that If you're from Iran, if you've been there, if you got family members there, jump in the comment section and voice your thoughts on this. Cause I don't know, but cause I'm on the outside looking in, this is just how it looks to me. You let me know. You guys are down there. We face an alarming rise. Wait, my bad. Authorities said the indictment exposes a dangerous menace to national security and Iran's attempts to thwart the personal security of Americans. That sentence right there, I'm going to read it again. Authorities said the indictment exposes a dangerous menace. Dangerous menace is in parentheses. Quotation marks. The national security, to national security and Iran's attempts to thwart the personal security of Americans. Now, when I hear politicians say things like this, when I read journalists write things like this, it just makes me think, they're opening up a loophole. And see, now we're not talking about this specific incident right here. See, we're talking about something else. We're talking about in the future. If your government wants to silence you, they can create an environment that makes it look like this. So now they have a reason to subtract more of your rights because what they're going to say. We're doing this for the security of Americans. We're protecting Americans against a dangerous menace. It's in quotation marks. Mark my words. In the very near future, you're going to hear that phrase a lot. Especially by the left, the far left. They're going to use that phrase as a reason why they should take more of your rights and prevent you from doing more things, why they should restrict you even more. They're going to tell you there's a dangerous menace out there against Americans. You should be very afraid. That's the reason why we want to lock you down more. That dangerous menace has a new potion, an upgraded potion of the blue flu. We're protecting you from that dangerous menace. This is why we're requiring you to put tracking devices on every pair of shoes that you buy. It's to protect you. No, all that tinfoil hat stuff, that Matrix talk, don't pay attention to that. That's nonsense. Come on. Everybody should want tracking devices in their Air Force Ones. Come on. We'll protect you. You know we're right. We're always right. We never lie to the American public. Who told you that we did? What's their name? Anyway. We face an alarming rise in clots. I'm assuming they meant plots. But anyway. Emanating from Iran, China, Russia, and elsewhere, targeting people in the United States, often using criminal proxies and cutouts. Assistant Attorney General Matt Olson told reporters, "The Department of Justice remains steadfast in our determination to defend fundamental American freedom of expression in the face of all forms of transnational repression." This also could be jockeying for an excuse, a plea to the American public. Well, we have some war, what they call that, war plans drafted. We think Iran is becoming an increasingly dangerous menace to Americans. So, we have plans on the table to go to war with them. We just need your backing. It could also be this. This could be another angle that's being put out there. Rafat Aminrov, 43 of Iran. Poland Amarov, 38 of the Czech Republic. And Slovenia. And Khalid, can't do that one. I tried. 24 of Yonkers, New York, were all named and arrested in carrying out the plot. Amarov and his buddy are in U.S. custody while Amarov, arrested in Czech Republic earlier this month, will be extradited to the U.S. Officials did not provide details on which criminal group was responsible for the attempted attack, but noted that Amarov, who resided in Iran, and Omarov, who resided in Eastern Europe, held leadership roles in the organization. So, anyway, I'm going to leave this link to this story down in the description box down below. You guys let me know what you think, because there's many different angles for what is transpiring in this story. And don't think for a second that the Biden administration won't use this for future crackdowns as far as snatching away what little rights we still have left, which is dwindling down to very few. The liberal left, they're gonna put this in their back pocket and they're gonna save this. They're gonna mold it into a way to use it in the future for political gain. And their new catchphrase will be dangerous menace to Americans. Mark my words, it's coming. And don't forget who said it first, who told you. This is going to be their new go-to phrase. Like how to use weapons of mass destruction, weapons of mass destruction. Nya, 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 nya. Blue flu, blue flu, blue flu. Different strange, different strange. Another strain, blue flu, blue flu, blue flu. Just over and over and over. They're just going to hit you over the head with it. Weapons of mass destruction. War on, over and over and over. And this dangerous menace, this is going to be next. Mark my words. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. Like, share, and subscribe if you like the video, the content. Feel free to support. Show support. Hit up the Cash App, $ Cobra Clutch 357. That being said, keep your ears open. Your eyes wider open. Your brain infinitely open, because they don't want you to think for yourself. That being said, I'm out.